Hello? hello. I thought I unmuted myself, but I guess I didn't. I had a timer set up, but I think it set off early because everyone apparently saw me fucking sleeping the night away. Anyway, hi guys, rise and shine. Just kidding. I still want to sleep. Anyway, I don't want to get my butt kicked. I said I'd play Elden Ring today, but I know for a fact that my skills would be on par with that of like a 3-year-old, so we're not doing that today. You do sound like you have allergies. I know. I'm doing really badly today, guys. My allergies are so fucking bad. To be quite honest, ever since the heat wave, like I had to push my stream schedule back, and like I feel bad, but I may have to do that another week because like look at me. Wait, actually I know something. I can do something. Hold on. How did I do this again? There's like a way to hold on. Give me just a second. Anyway, let's just how is everyone's, who are we gonna kill for Sono? Flowers, trees, just dust in general. Have fun with that. A customized model. Here we go. Okay, whichever one is that one. Okay. Yes, you. All right. I'm looking for. Come on. You. Is it you? No, it's you. Okay. This is to reflect how I'm feeling right now. Plus, you know what? I'm gonna put. They gave up on me. Raccoon gave up on me. I'm a lost cause, guys. I'm hopeless. Anyway, do you see my eyes are itchy and watery, and I'm doing very badly, and I'm a very allergic fish. Anyway, so I didn't have much stuff prepared. However, I do have some stuff that I wanted to do, so I was like, why not do it today? Why not? So today we're gonna have a crash course. Is that what they call it? A lesson in fucking grammar, because you've heard it from me here. Grammar is fake. It's totally fake, and I don't really judge people if they get it wrong, because again, it's fucking fake. Society made it up to impose rules on us. Sometimes it helps, but sometimes it helps specify what exactly you mean, but other times people can infer anyway, and it really doesn't matter. However, I do find that a lot of people, when they're like trying to write something professional and trying to show themselves as very like high end, take this very seriously, so let's say in their emails or cover letters. Oh, good night, cat. And like they ask me to proofread them, my friends and stuff, and sometimes like I'll catch really common errors that like, you know, like I can catch them, but at times, sometimes if you know this ahead of time, it does help you write it faster for things where you need to look really, really proper, like you know your shit. For the most part, in a public casual setting, there's no reason to have to get everything right. So this is a forewarning. This isn't me being prissy. This is just like quick tips for things that people oftentimes get wrong in places where they probably don't want to get it wrong. Yeah. So let's begin. Is my working? Is it working? Wow, why is it so thin? Hello, what the fuck? Okay. So let's go over the really easy big stuff. I'm mostly gonna go over homophones today, because homophones is where people really, really tend to get it, you know, mistaken, since there's so many words that sound the same and are pronounced differently. That's okay. All right, we're gonna start with the simple. Most people know this shit, but sometimes you get it wrong. And like when I go over this, I'm afraid of the gays haven't you heard? I'm self-loathing. Anyway, just kidding. I love myself. I can't be homophobic. I'm gay and I love myself. I love a gay person, me. So I can't be homophobic. Professor Sonata time. So the easiest one is, let's start with your and your. This is, most people know this. Your versus your. Almost everyone knows this. So I honestly don't think I need to specify this that much. This one is possessive. Is it an adjective? I can never remember the actual like titles of each like category of word, but however, you use this for possession, like a ghost. So let's draw a ghost. There. And you're Anya's cool mom. Exactly. You're. Now this is very obvious. It's just you are. Everyone knows this. And you're, as in the olden days. You guys are really pulling out the stops. I'm gonna pull out the ones where people commonly tend to mistake them, you know? And you're, as in I'm too lazy to specify. And then we have the you are, which is the one I use. Because it's fast and it's only 2 letters. Everyone knows this one though. Let's move on. We have the 3 theirs that everyone also like usually knows. There. There. And there. There. This is a place. What should we do for place? Let's draw a little pin. That's pin. This is also possession. Let's draw another ghost. There. This is, I forgot, was it conjunction or contraction? I can never fucking remember. Anyway, they are. I see a lot of people get these two mixed up when they're typing real fast. Again, if you're typing real fast, it doesn't matter. Like, if it's a casual setting, who cares? As long as people understand what you're saying, grammar is fake. However, if you're writing a fucking, like, I don't know, like an essay or like putting it in a CV or something, don't mix them up, please. I'm sure your potential bosses would not be cheesed to see this conflagration. Okay, next. Easy again. Than versus then. People also know this one. This one to compare. Let's draw a happy face versus a frowny face because it's like one is more happy than the other. Then there are many uses for this. There's too many fucking uses. I'm just gonna draw a scribble. You guys all know what this means. Just like, yeah. Anyway, that's the easy stuff. This is the 3 basic ones that everyone always talks about getting right. So like, I don't think I have to cover them anymore. Bye bye. Okay, here are the ones where I see people, they don't address it very often, but they get it wrong on social media very often. So let's go through them. Let's go through phase versus phase. So, this is a badass. This is phase versus this is phase. These two mean different things. I do see a lot of people use the wrong phase. This is phase, as in, like, whether it's a solid, a liquid, or a gas. I'm gonna draw a little melting ice cube. Yoink. That's phase. It also means, like, a condition. Like, a state of being, essentially. This is phase. This is, like, I don't want to say too startled, but essentially, like, it's when you are disrupted. You know, I see a lot of people saying, I'm not phased by this, I'm not bothered by X, but then they accidentally use this one instead of this one. So, they do mean different things, though. I see a lot of people, I don't think they remember that this spelling exists, and so they use this phase for both meanings, which is not correct. Again, it doesn't matter as long as people understand what you're saying. However, this word might be used, if you're using this in academic language and writing, please use the right one. Don't look like a clown in front of your peer reviewers, please. 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 So, yeah, I feel like a lot of people, when they read this word, they know what it means and they know exactly what it's supposed to mean. However, when they're writing things out, they forget this exists and they use this instead. Which, again, It's okay if you do that in public, in casual colloquial settings, but don't put that in your thesis, please. Alright, next one. Effect versus effect. This is actually kind of hard for me to write because I'm used to writing cursive Fs. I'm completely distracted. My facial expression? Liz? I am stupid. I just know things. Okay, so I see a lot of people just accidentally using either one for... I just see people using them interchangeably. Okay, so what I'm gonna say here isn't gonna be completely correct, but actually I'll modify what I'm about to what I'm about to say to make it correct. So this word, there are multiple, there is a noun version of it. There is a noun. Affects are a noun, but they don't mean the noun version of effect. If that makes any sense to you. Does my mic sound kind of peaky? Well, that's not good. So I'm talking kind of close to my mic, so there we go. I have a nice handwriting. Really? Okay, no, my normal handwriting is like this, so you can imagine my bosses hate this. This is usually what I write like. I'm just really trying to be clean right now so that you guys can actually read it. Okay, so in the most common usage, which is not all usages, but the most common one that I see a lot of people, this is a verb. This is an action word. You say this as an I affect blank, right? This is a noun. The effect of it. So like side effects may include nausea, dizziness, rash, headache, diarrhea, etc., etc. You know? The cursive print. My normal handwriting is a fucking scrawl. I literally write so fast that like, can you read this? No, you can't. Anyway, that's my usual handwriting. I'm really trying to be like very neat about this though. So when you say, oh, I was super affected by, I don't know, I was super affected by a certain royal status old lady's passing, and by affected, I mean super fucking overjoyed by it, then you use this one, not this one. I see a lot of people accidentally writing them incorrectly. Like, even on your TwitLongers, I'm gonna say it, if you want to be taken seriously, I do recommend proofreading your TwitLongers before, like, serious ones before posting them, because sometimes it does... That catches my eye, and I'm like, I know you mean well, and I know that you're serious about what you're talking about, but that's a grammar error there. Anyway, so those are these two. I see this one probably the most often, this mistake, the phase versus phase, because people forget that this spelling exists, which is like, okay, it's fine, whatever. There's no other phase you mean anyway. Anyway. There's these two effects and effects, which I see also somewhat often. I think I see a lot of people use this effect for the verb on accident, but I don't think I see many affect for the nouns instead. Which is funny because affect also, there is a noun that uses the same spelling, but it means something completely different. It's like not used commonly in like day-to-day speaking. Anyway, next one that I see really big, really often, I guess. Here we go. Whose? Oh my god, I can't spell. Whose versus whose. Alright, I can understand why people make this mistake because there's literally a fucking apostrophe right here. And usually when there's an apostrophe, it typically denotes, like, possession, right? Wrong. This who is specifically a contraction for who is or who has. Oops, I can't... Who has... Yeah, like, you don't use this who to say, whose bag is this? As in, like, you know, to whom does this bag belong? Like, you know, like, this belongs to, yeah, this is the right one. This is the one that you want to use for, you know, hold on, let's just say, whose shoes are red, right? You use this one. I understand why people get this wrong all the time because instinct would, you know, just have you use this because, you know, for anything else, you have that apostrophe. However, this apostrophe does not mean that right now. So please pay mind to this. Again, use this in a casual setting No one cares. No one gives a shit. You can say what you can type however the fuck you want as long as it comes across right. If you read it out loud and it sounds right. But if you're writing like an article, an editorial, and you put this in the wrong, then I'm really sorry, but that looks really unprofessional of you. And I really, really recommend you check that and proofread it. Yeah. This one's a biggie, also biggie, especially because it's such a common word. Like phase versus phase, I see pretty often for the amount that the word appears, but the word doesn't appear that much in the first place. However, whose versus whose, I see this one appear a lot. Reject English, learn Old Norse. Absolutely, literally, English is a dumb fucking language. However, I will make sure that I will try to let you guys know good little tips on how to succeed, or at least look like you're succeeding in this dumbass language. Anyway, next, really similar issue. It's versus it's. I think a lot of people don't even know that this is a thing, because I'm not gonna lie, I know a lot of people who, when recalling their entire English curriculum of all of their education, this never popped up. Like, never ever popped up in their schooling, and I'm like really surprised. And okay, same problem. When you see this it's, you would assume this is possessive. It's not. I'm sorry. This is a contraction for it has and it is. This is also no ghosty. You can't use this to denote that this belongs to someone. It's this one. It's this one. Yeah. Yeah, like the dog wore its new collar. I see this error probably out of everything that I'm going to touch base on, this is probably the biggest one. Like the biggest one. I see this literally in like Daily Mail articles and like actual like publications that I read, and I'm just like, oh no. Oh no. And it's not even something that a spell checker, maybe some grammar checkers, but many spell checkers would immediately just like skim over this and not catch it, right? A lot of these won't be caught by like really basic spell checkers, again, because they're homophones. So yeah, please pay attention to which it's you use. A lot of people get this wrong, and like it means absolutely nothing in like, again, like social media. If you don't have a professional, if you're not in a professional setting or having a professional, what's the word? Presentation, I guess, of what you're writing, then it doesn't matter. But like, I also have seen people where they try to school others on grammar, being like, oh my god, you're using the wrong there. But then like they go around and use these guys wrong as well. And it's like, well, then you have no right to correct people. I'm sorry. Either be always correct when you're about to correct someone that like pretentiously, or just accept that people can get things wrong when they're not trying really hard. It's fine. It's totally fine. Anyway, however, if you're again if you're in academia or in your professional settings, best pay mind to these just in case. It gives you a little leg up if you use them correctly. All right, next one. Okay, we're gonna do Q versus Q. I can't write. Anyway, Q versus Q. They are said exactly the same. And honestly, they have not similar, but like adjacent meanings where I could use one and immediately use other in the same context had I shaped my like words correctly. I'm in the science field, so I pretty much always... Yeah, I feel like a lot of people who worked on actual like publications have found this. However, like when I'm just socializing with people in other fields, it's like, no one knows. Nerd on 217, you got your what is the word? Living up to your name, your username, rightfully so. Yeah. So this means like align. A cue, it means like a lineup of things that are about to happen, or things that it's literally a lot, you know, when you're queued. When FF14's queues were literally thousands of people long and the servers would fucking crash. That's what queue means. This Q means signal. Like, so it's like, oh, cue this. It's like, oh, begin this. I signal for you to start this. Your name has multiple layers. Oh. We have someone who's a genius here with words. Anyway, I didn't really draw these circles very well. Yeah. So this one. My mom is a teacher. I didn't have an option not to have perfect grammar. That's a beautiful teacher, Mom. Yeah, I know some teachers who get this wrong as well, though. So, like, I'm not gonna lie, the bars are super low, I think. Especially in American, like, public school systems. Yeah. So this is Q. This is signal lights. A lot of people also get this wrong, I think. It's not as common just because this Q isn't used as common. And I feel like if you worked in, like, say, like, theater, this differentiation distinction comes, like, very naturally to you. However, some people don't, they don't get this. Yeah. So it's like, oh, queuing up. That's like line. That's like, I'm lining up. And it's like, oh, social cue. Then like, or social signs, or like a signal for blank, you know, then it's this one, you know? Or it's like you're telling someone to begin an action. Then you're like, oh, what, I don't know. Cue the chase scene, you know? Then it's the C cue. And then of course there's just the fucking letter. If you're the Cookie Monster, this means something probably. Hold on. Let me try to draw the Cookie Monster from memory. Fuck. I think his eyes are closer. Oh. That just doesn't look like Cookie Monster, guys. That's Cookie Monster. Yeah, there we go. That's my really bad rendition of Cookie Monster. I know it's not right. I think his eyes are even closer together, to be honest. Like, something is not... I don't know what I'm doing wrong with this. Anyway, that's cute Cookie Monster. Anyway. Oh, now it's peak. Okay. There are 3 peaks, actually. And I see a lot of VTubers get this wrong. for obvious reasons. Okay? So, there's peak. There's peak. And there's peak. So this peak, most people, when they see it, they know exactly what it means. It's just looking. It's a quick peek. Like when they say, I think most people use this in context usually correctly. This one almost never goes incorrectly done. There is one exception. This peak is like the zenith, the mountaintop, right? The peaks. Most people don't get this wrong either. However, I often see VTubers, you know, when they're saying like, oh yeah, I'm gonna give you a sneak peek, right? So, I get it, because sneak peek rhymes. So sneak rhymes with peak. So instinctively, when you write it, you would see people writing this. I have seen more sneak peeks written like this than the actual correct sneak peek. So, oh my god, Chicken, thanks for the bits. I'm literally just like talking right now.
Sip sip howdy sona.
Oh god. So yeah, the one time my eyes, yeah, I have bad allergies. I promise it's just allergies right now. So yeah, I see a lot of VTubers get this wrong. I know obviously no one's gonna correct them, but like if you're making a promotional post, sometime I'm sure if you realized it was wrong, you'd want to fix it. So I'm telling everyone out there that if you're able to catch this ahead of time, you'll probably be happy about it. Yeah, so this word individually, peak, like people wouldn't get it wrong. They're not gonna get it wrong. However, when they combine it with sneak, I can understand why they'd accidentally use the wrong peak. So make sure you're using the right peak. Yeah. Oh my god, Chicken, thanks for the gift sub. Yeah. Yeah, this peak, however, I don't think is ever almost... Actually, there is one time where it's mistakenly used, obviously, and that's for this peak. We learning grammar here? Yeah, we're learning some grammar. Look at this shit. My terrible diagrams. Anyway, so a lot of people will be like, oh, this has piqued my interest. That is pretty much the, bro, your gift subs, they're going crazy. Yeah, so this pique, I'm pretty sure the only word that people commonly use it is to pique your interest, right? However, sometimes people, especially fan fiction writers, will accidentally use this pique. They'll say pique my interest, which, again, I can understand this error. Bionk. I can understand why they would say this, because peak is like when something goes up, right? And so when your interest goes up, you'd assume that, you know, your interest has peaked. However, unfortunately, it's this peak, which is like spelled stupidly as fuck. And I'm sorry about that, guys, but this is correct. So it's this peak. Yeah. I feel like this is a very unique and special circumstance that people tend to get wrong. Yeah. Yeah. What if they have an interest in mountain peaks? Well, then you would say, my interest in peaks has peaked. You would say this. Yeah. Okay. We're getting close to kind of all the ones that I wanted to touch base on, because I tried to compile the ones that I saw really, really often. I'll throw in an extra one at the end that's just like a funny one, I guess. Okay, next one. This one I don't see as often in terms of errors, but I see it occasionally. Bear versus bear. Yeah. So most of the time people don't get these wrong, because when this one's an adjective, people get that right, and when this one's a noun, people get those right. That's like pretty much unmistakable. People almost never get those wrong. However, the problem comes in once this one becomes a verb. To bear something, you know? To bear, I don't know, like to bear a weapon, right? To hold something, right? That you, like, let's say the right to bear arms, which, by the way, I don't think should exist anymore. However, actually, let's do a different one. Oh, to bear a wedding ring. Let's do that. To bear wedding ring. That means to, like, to wield one, to have one, right? Yeah. A lot of people will accidentally use this wrong, bear, right? They'll say this, which is incorrect. Again, I can understand why, because people will be like, because the idea of wielding something feels like to expose it, right? The ring bearer. Yeah, exactly. And so people will often be like, because to bear in verb terms means to expose. And so people will be like, oh yeah, to bear a wedding ring, as in to hold and expose the wedding ring out into the open air. I'm sorry, but that's not right. That's not right. That's not right. That is incorrect. Oh, that bare minimum, one bear. Bear witness to Sona's allergies and overcharged immune system experiencing, yeah. Guys, my allergies are fucking killing me. They're unbearable. A bear ring bearer in a nudist wedding. Your wedding ring is now naked. Well, you guys look like you got the gist of it. You guys do. Anyway, no clothes. No clothes. No clothes at all. I don't see this one as often in terms of mistakes. And like for the other meanings of bear versus bear, I think people usually get them right. I think it's just in this context that I've seen people getting some of them wrong in. Okay, this is going to be my last one, but I'll throw in one last one after that as a joke, as a funny one. Okay, so then this one, not really a homophone, but an incorrect incorrect inversion of a contraction, I think is the best way to say it. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm just pulling this description out of my ass. Should've. All right. Should've, when split up, is should have. I should have done that. Sona, do you need help blowing your nose? No, but I have really bad post-nasal drip right now. I'm like coughing. Anyway, should and have. A lot of people, because when you say should have really fast, they think it should of. Like, I'll see people write this, and I'll be frank, this is just flat out wrong. Like, I get where you got this, and I get that you're typing down what your brain is telling you, like, audially. But this is wrong. It just sounds like that. It should have. Yeah. Anyway. I feel like a lot of my viewers are exceptionally high up in academia. Yeah. Sona sure should not have. Ugh, this one's my pet peeve. Yeah, I see it a lot. Wait, I thought of another one. Might as well add it. Might as well. So we have these. We have all of these. We covered all of them. I'm gonna erase them all. Okay, next. I feel like any southerner would immediately, like, if you're a southerner, you'll probably get this right. If you are a northerner or midwesterner or a Californian, and you are using this word, or if you use this word wrong, you are not southern, I think. Okay, here we go. Y'all. So, this is you all. You all. Now, the part that we cut off is here. Therefore, you replace that with an apostrophe. Therefore, it's y'all. However, I see a lot of people write it like this. What the fuck? Literally. Again, wrong grammar is wrong grammar. I get it, but oh, is my mic really peaking? God damn it! Are my filters not working? Hold on. What the fuck is this? What are you replacing here? Yeah. I don't get it. Like, there are many grammar errors that I understand. Yeah. And there are many grammar errors where I'm just like, fuck it, it's understandable. However, I have genuinely no idea where this comes from, and therefore I tend not to use this word very often. And like, I don't encourage the usage of this word unless you're natively from an area that commonly uses it correctly. Yeah. Okay, but like, how much of the y'alls are from typing too fast and misplacing the apostrophe? That happens, and I understand that. I do that all the fucking time. I mistype so often because I type really fast and I'm lazy about corrections, but like my typos are very obviously like glaringly like, oh, this person hit this button before, this key before the prior. However, sometimes I see people chronically using this y'all. Question mark, question mark, question mark? Yeah, I use y'all for an easy gender. Yeah, exactly. Y'all can use that. I feel like people. It's just that. Again, it's not that I don't condone it, but like if someone uses it and they're using it consistently incorrectly and they're typing it like this, then I'm like, okay, you're definitely not from a place where it's like typical language. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, so question mark, question mark, question mark? What is ya? Oh? Danny, I touched on those at the very beginning, you know. Typical language in America. I understand, like, what the fuck is the word? Dialects? I totally understand. Yeah, I really quickly was just like, everyone knows the there, then, and you're yours. Yeah. I do be a southern swamp boy, yeah, so I sometimes feel weird using y'all because I'm not even from the... Yeah, I feel like a lot of people have mixed connotations with it based off of where they first heard it, and therefore it really like denotes their comfort level of using it. I feel like it's a free for all word. Like anyone can use it. However, some people it's like putting it in doesn't feel like their daily lexicon. So it's like okay. That's fine. However, if you do use it, don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do this. Yeah. Anyway, my last one. This one was a joke one. This one is for anyone out there who used to read and write fan fiction, which is funny because I couldn't read fan fiction. I still can't. I don't process large blocks of text for fun, like ever. Wanton. For all of you lemon writers out there, for everyone who's going for the limes, wanton. Do not write wonton. Wonton is a type of pot sticker you put in a soup. If someone is wonton, then they're about to be boiled. Wonton soup. Don't fellow fanfic. Well, not fellow. I'm not even one. I guess kindred fanfic writers out there, please do not use this wonton unless you are talking about a soup or a food. This means to want some like lacking in blank, desiring of. If my crush doesn't boil me, then is it true love? They could steam you, right? You can steam wontons as well. So this one is the lovely slow burn stuff that people want to use. This, however, is the high steam stuff that you use in a restaurant. How do you draw a wonton? Hold on. That's a wonton. Wonton soup. Next category. No, I think wonton soup means your soup is lacking something. Your soup wants the... Your soup is wanton of wontons. How about that? Anyway, that's about all I had for now. For like, I tried to pick up ones that people don't talk about as often. If there are any more requests, I'll take them though. I'll take them. Who knows? I might learn something as well. Again, like I like to stay humble in that like I don't judge people for doing it incorrectly, unless you do this one incorrectly, because then what the fuck. But if you use, it's just like if you do have to use any of these informal writing, I do know how to use them properly, and I think it would help you if you knew that. Is essentially what I want to say. If there are any more that I haven't touched on that people, people want me to do a quick like funny joke explanation of. Otherwise, how do you pronounce Worcestershire? Oh, used to versus used to. Okay. This is just present tense versus past tense, right? For the crowd. Hold on. I don't think I've ever used this, to be honest. I'm trying to think of a context in which it makes sense. Hold on. Do people use that? Like I'd understand if they were trying to say used to, but again, like similar to should've, they're typing out what their brain audibly says to them, and then they write used to. Which one to use? Oh, I'm used to playing RPG, but used to play FPS. Oh, you're right. I forgot about the entire... Okay. I forgot. This means to be, like, adjusted, right? To be honest, I'm used to playing. Give me a sec to think about it. How should I explain this? Because this is what I almost always use, because... No, F-scope, I think you're right. I think you're right because, yeah. Because I just forgot that this is, like, being... Not just adjusted, but, like, that, considering that the regular. Yeah. I think it's also highly contextual, I guess. Because if you were to say, let's say... Is it? I feel like... Okay, in terms of I'm used to playing RPG, but used to play FPS. Wouldn't you use this for both? Like... Because typically, because that the way that they say it, let me think. I am used to. Great, no, I'm starting to like second guess myself. This one's an interesting one. This one's interesting because I've. That's too close together. I think when I've never used this. Because I am used doesn't register correctly. Because used is past tense verb that can be, therefore it also works as an adjective. However, this can't be. This can't be. Yeah, I'm like my initial belief because like when I use used to, I only exclusively use this. I've never actually seen this being used. Do people use it? Like I'd understand if they were trying to use used to, and you know their brain's speaking it for them, and they just drop the T because to is there. Used to is describe something in the past. Used to is when they are familiar with something or part of a routine. They used to... Okay, what Danny says is making sense. Is making sense. So, like, this restaurant used to offer nuggets. I am used to their nuggets. So, however, I still don't think... Would this not have been used? Because the usage of this implies that it's past tense. Therefore, if you use, it's contradicting itself. Yeah, dumb question. Isn't being familiar with something or having to be part of a routine also mean it's part of the past? Yeah. I used to watch TV a lot. But now I'm used to only watching VTubers. I feel like I would... My brain hurts. Yeah, now I'm confused. I've never seen... This restaurant used to offer nuggets. I don't think this has ever been touched on. Neither have I spotted it. Neither have I ever considered it. Interesting. Because now that I'm looking at it, this still looks incorrect. This used. In fact, you know, the reason why I asked the question is because of this comment. Yeah, so... This is not an adjective. That's essentially the... That's probably the... That's probably the... Yeah. Because with any of these sentences, I still use used to. Used doesn't look like a word now. Yeah, I'm running into that problem. Okay. I see what Fscos mean because there is no... Alright, here's my verdict. Here's my verdict. There is a verb here. However, there is no verb here. Therefore, this one ends up being the verb. This verb is already here. And this is a modifying verb, right? So next to it, there needs to be an adjective. And so this becomes the adjective. Well, I guess this is the adjective. So I guess that's the way you describe it. What else do people usually get wrong? Oh, obviously semicolons. I should touch on semicolons. I think most people here, or adverb or actually adjective. I mean, this isn't an adjective. This is an adverb because the adverb modifies the. No, it's not an. This is not an adverb. Adverb would be like. Like, I surely am. Then this is the adverb. Yeah. Yeah, so this becomes the verb. Yeah, there we go. Adverbs are for many uses except the use of describing objects, unless I am suddenly mistaken. Are they? Because to is a preposition, right? Yeah, no, it's not placement. It's not placement, but it's what they're referring to. Because this is used, so this used to describes the object, which is me, which I wrote with I, right? So that makes it an adjective, right? Man, this is why I didn't major in English. I'm just pointing out the stuff that I see often. Now this is an interesting, huh? Thank you for the education. Oh, supposed to versus supposed to. Oh, that's actually, you're right. That one's a big one. Anything that where the D can get dropped off. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. To suppose means to assume, essentially, right? And it's like, oh yeah, I suppose to do this, to do that, we have to blank. Versus supposed to versus it's not supposed to, right? Like, what is it I expect of this? Helios, please, you're gonna hurt us, lol. Yeah, here, I'll grab a really common one. Helios is causing chaos in chat. Well, this is what we asked for. By summoning grammar, I asked for this. Anyway, semicolon. What does this do? For the fuckers that use semicolons incorrectly, fuck you. Don't do that. Just use commas because you're not using them correctly. I'm usually, again, I'm not judgmental if you spell stuff incorrectly. However, when you use semicolons, I feel like that is a deliberate act of intentionally trying to look more sophisticated and smart. In other words, if you are doing this and you use it incorrectly, then you just look like a fucking clown. Semicolon, basically, I feel like most people in my chat know this, but don't use this to connect sentence fragments, because then you're just stuck with fragments. This needs to be in between two whole functional sentences. Yeah, otherwise, one is better off using colons. Otherwise, simply do not attempt the use of semicolons. Beautiful. I never learned how to use this properly. That's perfect. Okay. Our company's earpiece. Okay. Not one single person knows. They are really unnecessary. They feel like a flare. The only time where you can appropriately use them in grammar is when you write full sentence, number 1. Full sentence, number 2. Right? And if they happen to be very closely related, where it's like, oh, one segues into the other. Oh, I should also talk about segue. I forgot. If one segues into the other, then you may replace your period with a semicolon. So, full sentence. Full sentence. Do not write full sentence. Sentence fragment. I will personally come for your ass if you do this. Do not do this. Do not do this. I swear to God. Because, like, if you're going to do this shit, then don't use the semicolon altogether. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. You look poopy. You look poopy doopy. You look like a poop head even more than I do. ERP Enterprise Resource Planning. I'm just gonna say it. If you say that in the internet space, many places will mistake that for erotic roleplay. Yeah, but the semicolon, honestly, in colloquial, in like typical clickety clack typing, chatting with your friends language, don't fucking use this. You look stupid. That's why I said it here, Sona. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's do this one. Segway versus Segway. That looks like a cute. I'm sorry. This is the little beep beep thing that people will ride that look really fun. This means to transition. Please don't use this segue. You're saying to segue into blank. Please don't use this. Please don't use this. To segue in, what are you gonna like fucking trample over with your wheels? To segue into this next topic, yeah, are you wearing your fucking helmet? Beep beep, you better. The Paul Blart segue. Yeah. The word transition, congrats! I know, it's... Fuck, what's the order to the pride colors? Whatever, I'm just gonna fucking guess. I'm sorry. As someone who's non-binary, I feel bad over not even knowing exact order. But, it's fine. Trans pride, I think. Segway drifting. Trans pride. The word transition. Anyway, these colors don't feel correct, but blue, pink, white, pink, blue. Okay. I'll redo it. Blue, pink, white, pink. There we go. That looks right. Okay, thank you. Trans pride. There we go. That's about all I have. And then this very controversial use to. Yeah, but the ones that really normally I don't judge for most errors. However, I do judge for this weird ass fucking y'all because it makes no sense, and I judge for the semicolon because if you are a normal person and you're not trying to look fancy, you won't be using this anyway. The only time I see this is in like papers and stuff, and by then you should be using it correctly. If you use this outside in colloquial, then you're a prick. Maybe you're just hungry. Oreo. Guys, I'm really disappointed. I bought these Oreos. They were like chocolate hazelnut frosting Oreos. We don't talk about Yusta anymore. We don't talk about him. Anyway, I bought these chocolate hazelnut Oreos thinking that it would look like it would taste like Nutella. But like, man, the frosting was really, it did not taste like Nutella, and I'm very disappointed over that. It tastes kind of not that good. It tastes about as delectable, which is not, as a normal Oreo frosting. I'm not a big fan of the frosting. I am on the minority party of Oreo eaters where we take off the cookies and the frosting and we eat only the cookies. And there have been times where I'm given a carton of Oreos and I'm like, oh, Oreos, because I like the cookies a lot. I like them. I think they're very good. What I'll do is I'll take them, I'll twist them open, I'll like scrape off the frosting, open up another Oreo, lay that frosting onto the Oreo, close that Oreo, and eat just my cookies of the first Oreo. And then I continue to do this into one single Oreo until someone opens the carton and they're like, yo, what is this mega stuff Oreo doing in here? And I'm like, well, I'm sure it makes someone happy. I know a lot of people who like the frosting, so why not, you know? Oh man. Yeah, my coughing is not good. Maybe I don't think I'll be able to keep up stream for this entire week again. I need to recover. But yeah, that's my I bet you pour your cereal first, huh? Best part of an Oreo? Oh my god. Well, I'm voting. I have a favorite part. It's not best, but like I have a preference for this kind of stuff. I will respect others' opinions in terms of what they like more. However, I do like this. Get some tea or water. That's not why. It's because I have postnasal drip. When I pour my cereal, I know a lot of people argue over this. But I don't think I particularly favor one. The heat from the tea will help, but it's also hot. Like, we just passed our heat wave, but like, it's still hot. It's still too warm for me to have hot tea. I don't think I favor one first over the other in terms of cereal versus milk. I know this is a very cold take of mine, but I find it equally as just cereal when I have it either way. I have eaten it. I have poured cereal first. I have poured milk first. Either way, I eat it. I'm a very fast eater. Hot tea every morning. Just gotta finish by the time the sun gets high enough. Okay. Okay. That's assuming that someone gets up before the sun gets up. No fucking way. By the time I'm up, it's like already out. I pour my Funyuns first, then my milk. Funyuns and milk. That's actually interesting. There's a Korean like cracker. That's like corn chips. And like you can eat them just hand-wise. They're kind of like potato chips. However, you can also eat them in milk. So I clock in at 8 a.m. Oh man, I could never live like that. I can't live like that. Anyway, yeah, when it comes to cereal versus milk, I know a lot of people put like, I don't know the reasoning for, okay, no, actually I can kind of understand the reasoning for wanting your cereal first and then your milk in. Because you want, your cereal to be lubricated. You want it to be slightly wet and moistened. You're like a dog that needs to rehydrate their kibble. And the cookie part has one. Yeah, like, wanted to rehydrate your cereal just a little bit for the milk taste. That's good. Milkless cereal is the dog food of people. I can agree with this. Versus other people who want to cereal with water. I've done cereal in orange juice and cereal in like water with soy sauce in it, but not plain water. Don't ask why I did it in water and soy sauce. It's also to measure the proper milk to cereal ratio. Cereal with a glass of milk. That's interesting. Yeah, sometimes it's fun to mix the cereal when you pour the milk first. Interesting. Yeah, I know some people who want to do milk first, then cereal because they don't want to get all their cereal soggy. And like, I understand that. However, I'm a very fast eater, and by the time I'm done with my cereal and there's a giant bowl of milk left, like, it won't have been even a couple of minutes. Like, it would all, like, I wouldn't have given it time. Yo, I had a friend back in college who regularly had cereal with milk. She was a funny one. Or cereal with water. At first I thought you were being like... ironic over it. I do cereal first since I'm always afraid of splashback. What kind of cereal is so viciously heavy that doesn't it just float as soon as it hits the milk? I'm so curious, what kind of cereal are you guys eating? For a little bit, I kind of just put cereal and milk into a cup and drink it all as relatively fast as possible before it got soggy and sank to the bottom. Dry cereal with a can of soda on the side. That sounds like a sugar nightmare depending on what kind of cereal you're eating. It's funny, there are a number of cereals that I can't eat anyway. But out of the ones that I do eat, they're pretty sugary. Like it's funny. I literally cannot eat most of the very like health-oriented ones. Does it not splash when it all pours out? No. It's very... Dry cereal with that sugar extreme with a can of Red Bull. Oh my god, don't y'all just chuck your cereal at your bowl like I personally offended to do? No, what I do is I throw my bowl at my cereal. I'm joking, by the way. I don't do that. I don't recommend it either. I know also notably shared cereal with my little cousins with their babies. In other words, just Cheerios. Yeah, Cheerios. I can't have Cheerios. So there are a number of cereals that are, especially again, the health-oriented ones, the ones that are supposed to be good for you. I literally cannot have. A lot of the cereals are the only cereals that I can eat are usually like corn-based ones or like high sugary ones. And so in the end, when I eat cereal, it's not for breakfast. It's always as a snack. Yeah. Put the cereal in the bowl, pour the milk into the bowl, throw the bowl into the wall at full force. Yeah, so yeah, like I don't think I've ever eaten cereal for breakfast. I only eat it as a snack for like midday or like somewhere between lunch and dinner, you know? I like Frosted Flakes and Cinnamon Toast Crunch a lot. I really like Trix. I have not had Trix in a really long time. I love Trix though. It's super artificial and it tastes like garbage, and that's why I'm a firm believer in Trix. And then pick up the pieces of the bowl, pour that into a bowl, and then pour in milk and consume. That is secondary cereal there. That's bowl cereal. Bowl fragment cereal. I don't know what this... crunching on glass and porcelain. I just don't eat breakfast. It upsets my stomach. I know a lot of people, when they just wake up, their like stomach isn't fully like woken up to, and so digesting can get kind of hard there. I get that. I know it's better to eat first though, like eat early. So objectively correct answer is to eat the cereal that's made out of bowls. Okay. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is so good. I'm okay with it. I'm all right with Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And the cereal isn't, and lunch is the best meal of the day. Fight me. Ooh. Interesting. Let me think. I think my favorite time to eat is late afternoon, early evening. But during then, I really like any foods, be it breakfast foods. Here's the thing. American breakfast foods, I find them very rich and heavy, and they do need something like on the side that wouldn't like upset me. So like extra vegetables, I don't know, like kimchi, or like, I don't know, even a glass of like not too sweet juice, you know? I think breakfast food is incredible. However, I also like dinner food and lunch food. I love sandwiches, and sandwiches can go in both breakfast and lunch and brunch, you know? So, lunch is the best meal. Lunch is the most versatile, but it's the only one with a time limit. That reminds me, guys. You guys know, so I was just thinking about, I'm eating lunch at 3 a.m. despite this. You guys know, okay, so lunch is the most versatile, but it's only with a time limit. Yeah, it makes sense because before a certain point, it's brunch, and after a certain point, it's supper versus dinner. It can only be lunch for for some time. Versus breakfast, which can be as soon as the sun rises to at some point later on. Dinner can go on till breakfast. That I understand. So you guys know in Gremlins, like, I think that's the movie that's called, you know, Gremlins, you know? When they say, like, don't feed them after midnight. You guys remember that, right? How does that work? Did they ever explain that? I never finished watching the movie. Because, like, you're not supposed to feed them after midnight, but they never tell you at what point the next day it's acceptable to feed them again. I've never understood that. Because they say don't feed them after midnight means don't feed them after today midnight, and then afterwards we can never feed them again. You know, like, and water like demorbed them. Yeah, like the water, but just like that instruction of never feed them after midnight didn't ever make sense to me. I've been wondering this for years because after a certain point it has to be acceptable to feed them again, and when would that be? You can't say like sunrise because in some places the sun doesn't set by midnight. Same with the after midnight question. Yeah, it's like... Because like tomorrow's breakfast will be after today's midnight. I don't understand that. The stream hurts. Did they ever explain that? I never finished watching the movie. And so I never found out the answer. But like, I distinctly remember hearing those instructions, and I got really confused because I was like, but then that means you can't feed them tomorrow because after this midnight, it'll never be after midnight again. Or like, it'll never stop being after this midnight. After it's passed, it'll be there. Wait, if you feed them exactly at midnight. Okay, if you feed them exactly at midnight, then that's after yesterday's midnight. And so how can you feed them? Do you at all feed them? Do you water them maybe? Do you just continue watering them? I came here to have fun, not to have my brain shaken up like this. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Right? Like, I can't be the only one who wondered this. I can't be the only one who was like, how the fuck does this work? Anyway, I yes, and it hurts. Like, does anyone have any answer? Does anyone know? Because there was that one, don't feed them after midnight, because then they turn into those goblins that eat people. But like, what? What? I'm like scratching my head right now. I'm so confused. Saint Snake, oh my god, thank you for the raid. We're talking about time conundrums, I guess. I'm Snot, I'm a dumbass coelacanth. We've just been talking and I've just been like chatting. Anyway, it's always after midnight. Exactly, it is always after a previous day's midnight. Oh my god, so many wolves. Okay, so Raiders, right now we're talking about yeah, I hope you're streaming well, by the way. We're talking about, so you know in, oh, you're playing Elden Ring? Oh my god, I was supposed to play Elden Ring today, but I didn't want to get my ass kicked. I was like I was like, man, I don't want to continuously die in a video game right now, so I just like put this up. But like, okay, so you guys know the movie Gremlins, right? You know the instruction they give in Gremlins where it's like, don't feed them after midnight. At some point, like, at what point is it acceptable after midnight again to feed them again? Because after today's midnight will be tomorrow's morning, but they never specified when it's okay. They should have given a time period. Otherwise, like, I can't ever feed them again because it'll always be after today's midnight. I'm so... How does this work? How? I don't get it. I don't understand. Can someone look this up right now? I don't want to type it in because it's like... But I'm so... How does this make sense at all? I'm so... The intent is to starve them to death. I can only offer you an egg in these trying times. Well... They never gave an answer for that. Because... It just doesn't... Why would they explain it like that? Like, don't feed them from, like, 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. Don't feed them from 12 a.m. to... This is erroneous, but sunrise. Because, again, sometimes the sun doesn't set by 12. Gremlins are a one-time use consumable. Feed them, throw them out, and buy a new one? Oh my god. It's 1 a.m. Please go to bed, Snake. Oh yeah, thank you for the raid though. Yeah, I'll torment your raiders with whatever the fuck our discussion has been this entire time. Where is the Gremlin store? I don't know. Where did they buy them? Wasn't it in Chinatown or something? Which is in hindsight probably xenophobic as fuck, but there's no real explanation given, and in fact these questions are raised in the film series itself. When did they address that? Like, again, I never finished it, but like I'd like to know. It's just, those instructions would make me afraid to ever feed my little knockoff Furby. You know? Like, I would be so afraid of feeding this thing. There's also no rational explanation given for the transition of a mammal into a reptile. It just happens. Okay, and that's just fantasy at this point. That's not logistical problems of, like, actual that's not, like, time problems of explanation. Like, that can apply to fantasy. I'm fine with that. Those things don't even look mammalian to me. Having seen the movies as an older person, I thought it was meant for kids. Therefore, it's a warning against midnight snacks. This will make them safe a good night's sleep before eating. I guess if they slept first before eat, but then you can make them sleep at any point in time. It could be and you could feed them after midnight if they woke up. I am so perplexed by this. Is baffling. This is so baffling. Anyway, what if I was asking about the gremlin car? The what? Excuse me? The what? Car? 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 Induce them into a coma. And just deep freeze them. Just like snap freeze them on dry ice or something. I don't even care. We have liquid nitrogen in the back. You can take a tank full of it. There's a late 70s car called the Gremlin. Excuse me. Hold on, let me look this up. I gotta look this up. Gremlin car. Oh, it just looks like an old car. The AMC Gremlin. It just looks like a car to me. It doesn't look particularly Gremlin-like. It's just a car though. Oh my god. The Cookie, you fucking cracked ass. Holy shit, thanks for the tier 3 sub. Good god. I just looked up what the Gremlins look like. What the fuck? Yeah, it's... You know that episode in, what would make a car look Gremlin like? I don't know, Furby eye headlights. To start off. Not very aerodynamic, but like, it does the trick. Yeah, the Gremlins are very similar to... You know in the Jimmy Neutron episode where they have the funny little, the funny little aliens that react very viscerally and violently to good music, and they only calm down when Sheen started like crowing like a fucking rooster. This is basically that episode was based off of Gremlins. Yeah, it has the raised front lights, but it's shaped like gremlin eyes. Okay, yeah. There we go. Yeah. Green's fine. I'm like to the right. Oh, it's fine. Don't worry. There's no lateness in this stream. Everyone, I myself, and I'm a super slow fish, so it's totally okay. Yes, I like this conversation already. Yeah. Anyway, I did say I'd be doing something, and I was actually gonna. Why is this upside down? I was gonna actually try to simplify this funny looking axe, because I want to see if I can make a cute version of it. Every time you do turn on the lights, turning lights, they just blink by raising and lowering the light. Oh my god, it's like the cars with falsies, but like it's on another level, and they have like a little mechanic that goes like. Okay. Let's see. To simplify this, I think I'm gonna leave the handle just as a fucking straight ass line. Yoink. I do want to make this super simplified, so well, this is a good axe. Yeah, exactly. Okay, how am I gonna simplify this? Hold on, let's just do a sketch actually. Let's sketch it out first. Ugh, my eye itchy. So your typical shape is like this with a notch in it. It's bigger. It's shaped like this. Okay. I'm basically drawing a very small chibi version of this new character that I designed on FF14, so I'm gonna be trying to make a cute version of the axe for this. Alright, so we're just gonna simplify this part. This is probably good. This is entirely late since I was busy during the y'all versus y'all etc. conversation, but I prefer to use yell. I'm just going to shout to get everyone's attention. Which makes sense and it works. So you're just constantly screaming. I think that's, yeah, I think so. I think that's great. Okay. I'm like super simplifying this if I can help it. And then that looks stupid and weird, and I don't like it. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Oh, the faded old man over the mountain. Ah! That one. That one? Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't make those crazy ass noises for the time being, but they're funny. Let's do this. I think this will be good enough. There we go. Ooh, you had not spoon. Bye. Sona, please don't destroy your throat. My throat's fine. It's just itchy and like irritated. It's not actually a super. I'm not actually. Let's make it even smaller and fatter. Let's go. Popsicle stick this shit. Yeah, I'm not actually hurting. Like, my throat state is fine. It's just, I'll get interrupted a lot. Alright. This head shape is still a little too defined, I think. If I can simplify even more, that'd be great. I think this will look just fine. There we go. As you guys can tell, I'm like super simplifying it. Well, we can keep this nose probably. There we go. What do you look like now, this head? That looks good. That looks very simplified. There we go. Okay. All right. This is so wobbly, but whatever. My hands are naturally really wobbly, so they're not very steady. And I don't have a very high stabilizer on this brush, so... Oh dear, it's like a monster hunter-sized weapon. The axe can actually act as a shield. Yeah, it's gonna be big. There we go. Kind of funny looking. The points are blunted for safety for the Lala to handle. This really does look like a lollified axe. I could probably make the handle longer. Blunted for the safety of the Goobbue about to eat. Yeah, it's like you have to make sure that the Goobbue's insides don't get super poked. I spent all my money on a cup of ramen only to find out my roommate got pizza. I am so fucking sorry, but you can take your share of pizza and you can refrigerate it and eat cold pizza, which I dare say is better than hot, fresh pizza. So maybe that's a win. Okay, go down, go down. Pink. This is still really messy, but that's okay. That's all right. Yeah, let's extend this. I bet. Why are you on rectangle? Freehand this, thank you. Whee! Longer. There we go. We can also do this. Okay. Best brand for cold pizza. Do you guys know this not even Midwestern, non-Western chain called Jet's Pizza? Jet's Pizza. He has like his mascot is like literally just this guy with a jetpack on who's holding like a pizza box, and he's about to go deliver it with this little jetpack. Do you guys know that? That's like, I think since my childhood, that's been like a big favorite brand of mine. Their normal pizza is good, but their deep dish pizza, mind you, it's not actually deep dish pizza. Someone who's lived in the Midwest and like been to Chicago a bunch of times, it's not like Chicago deep dish pizza. It's not genuine. It's its own type of pizza. However, the reason why they call it deep dish, even though it's not deep dish, is because the bread that they use underneath, the dough, is like literally like, imagine a baguette underneath. Like a whole ass like garlic bread type baguette where you don't have garlic, but you have a lot of olive oil, and it's like super thick and crispy, and it's like covered the fuck in olive oil. Their deep dish pizzas were really good, even though they weren't genuine deep dish. I think is the best way to say it. Yeah. And then let's see what other so that pizza tastes really good when it's cold as well. I think most pizzas taste better overall when they're cold. Like, so the range of pizza taste, they can be from pretty bad to really good, right? And so I think hot pizzas can do this. This is hot. Actually, I'll write it up here. Hot pizzas can be like this, so they can get to pretty good. They can get to pretty good, you know. And then cold pizzas though is like this. They can be usually better than hot. Like, not usually, but they have a higher chance of being better. However, sometimes hot pizzas still taste better than cold pizzas. Anyway. What other places do I like? My place locally has this one family-owned pizza joint. I've never had cold pizza. Yeah, just take your leftover pizza, wrap up a slice in foil, and throw it into the fridge for overnight, and then take it out in the morning and eat it. Most people don't like it, but I love it. And if someone said, I really don't like cold pizza straight out of the refrigerator because it tastes bad, then I'd just be like, I have no choice but to respect that, because it is a taste that's not that good. Google shows me a funny man with a jetpack and funny mustache. That is Jet's Pizza. Yeah. Yeah, there is another local joint that's family owned, and a family owned business in our area. So the family is Latino, right? And their recipes are absolutely not authentically Italian whatsoever. However, they're really good. They taste incredible. They make some really killer pizzas. They know what they're fucking doing, even though it tastes nothing like a real like other house joint. It's just so fucking good. I now go there for pizza. Like anytime I want pizza, that is the only place I'll get pizza. And I'm like, what's up? Hey, I'm here for your pizza. And they're like, oh, hi, yeah, go ahead. It's like, what do you want to order? I love their pizzas. And like, I find it very funny that like, they're so fucking good at their food tastes so good, but it's nothing like an actual pizza. And I gotta absolutely respect that. Yeah, their recipes, they kill so hard. They're so good. Yeah, I love their place. I will, however, concede that it's not like an actual like authentic pizza whatsoever. Oh shit, too big. Okay, so we have this for the most part. Okay. Don't freeze on me. Okay. That sounds amazing. Yeah, they have okay, most of their pizzas are like, they're not Italian. They have like one Italian, the rest is like California mix. There's another one that's like called a ranchero, right? It's like they just kind of throw together whatever the fuck they want. They have a Hawaiian, etc. But like no matter what, they always figure out a way to make their pizzas taste so fucking good. I love them. And also they also put a lot of cilantro on their pizzas. I think that also really helps. Pizza right now, maybe. Yeah, pizza weekend meal plan. Dinner will be pizza. Yeah, everyone have pizza. Yeah, Korean pizza is also really good. There's some Korean joints that what they do is, so Korean pizzas, typical toppings consist of Not just your typical like you find an American pizza joint. They put on sometimes shrimp, they put on mayonnaise, they put on corn, they put on potato wedges, they put on kimchi. They put on a lot of stuff, you know. Yeah, they put on a lot of stuff like that. And there's one there's one chain of Korean pizza restaurants that I just fucking I also adore them, but they're not in our area, so we can't get it unless I go really, really, like literally hours away. But what they do is they take their crust, right? And so, you know, when you eat a pizza, you start from the corner tip, just the tip, and then you eat it forward until you reach that crust, right? They basically plot that out. And so the crust is like a sweet, kind of deep fried donut type crust with sweet potato filling inside. And so by the time you're done eating your like pizza slice, you get a little dessert at the end. And it's so fucking good. I go insane for it. And Koreans, we eat sweet potato, like not the yellow, not the orange yam. We have the yellow sweet potato kind, the Asian sweet potato. We eat that in both savory and sweet dishes. So like it knocks you right out. It's so good. It's so perfect. Yeah, it's perfection. Anyway, let's continue this. Okay, wait. I see more mistakes. Anyway. All right. Oh, I go the other way around. I start with the crust because I like saving the best for last. I understand that, but I actually personally enjoy crust, so I eat it, and then afterwards, I don't even leave the crust. I just chew on it. I gnaw on it like a little rawhide. I think it's very good, especially if it's dipped in something left over. Like if you have tapenade, if you have butter, whatever it is, if you dip it, it tastes really good. Have you seen Taiwan's? I heard about, Oreo popcorn chicken pizza. I heard that it's actually okay though, right? Like it's not that bad. It's just really bizarre. Man, Asian people will do whatever they want with the pizzas. All right, how to... I thought those are very square. I used to sometimes dip my crust in my Coke or Pepsi. I want to try that. That doesn't sound like it'd be bad. I'd try that, yeah. Huh. So it sounds bizarre when the cookie and the savory stuff mix. There's also calamari on top, so there's also seafood. That is a lot. That's a lot. Let's try it like this. That? This is challenging. That's ugly. Well, if all else fails, I can just... So I had a previous idea. Letty had the same idea as me when I spoke this out to her, by the way. I had this idea where I do like a simplified wing, like a cute one instead. But I'm not sure how to accomplish that shape here. Wait, this could be getting somewhere. Hold on. Let's use this as a sketch. Spoonful of mayo? Yeah, mayo does taste really good and everything. God. Cup noodles with mayo. It sounds like a good idea. I know a lot of people who what they'll do is they'll put milk and a little bit of sugar into their ramen, so it checks out, honestly, in my opinion. Putting in mayo. Custard pudding with the shinramyeon for that creamy flavor. Interesting. See, popcorn shrimp and chocolate pudding doesn't sound that bad either, because usually honey, like you can have honey walnut shrimp, which is also a blast of a time. Tastes really great, so I don't see how popcorn shrimp and chocolate pudding would be that bad, to be honest. It might be a little bit strange because chocolate pudding in general doesn't taste that good, especially if it's the cupped like in kind that you can get from American stores. But I feel like it has a chance. Let's try this shape. I don't actually know if it'll work though. I hate drawing feathers, guys. Okay, tell me if this is weird, because every time I mention this, people look at me like I'm crazy, but Jell-O sandwiches are awesome. You mean like, so you have two pieces of bread, and then inside of them is like Jell-O, like this? Like that? Gelatin is so soft and melts at body heat, like body temperature. I can't feasibly imagine someone eating this like properly at that. You know, like I can't picture it that well. Like it doesn't register as something that would be edible to me. Really like adding a small chunk of super dark chocolate to Japanese curry to cut back the sweetness. Cocoa and curry is absolutely good. Cocoa powder so Dutch processed cocoa, which is slightly less acidic and doesn't have a sour taste, tastes really good in curry and in chili. Yeah. It does sound like an alternative way to do a fruit sandwich. Yeah, how would the bread hold that? How would you be able to successfully eat that is my question. Like I'm not hesitant to try it, definitely. I'd definitely try it. Bread, Jell-O bread. Yeah, it's easy if you use some sort of baguette so the whole thing won't be a mess. Ah, okay, so it like bleeds into it. I am not partial to most Jell-O flavors, especially the kind for Jell-O itself, like the Jell-O brand. However, I do love gelatin, and when it's flavored with things that I like. So I definitely be down to try it with the type of jelly using gelatin that I do like. That's not Jell-O. Yeah, I still eat Jell-O like without hesitation. It's just I don't think I personally prefer any of their flavors. Oh, this is getting me somewhere. Hold on. Okay. Let's do it like... That's weird. I don't like it. Chip sandwiches? Oh yeah, putting potato chips and stuff in your sandwiches. I've tried that. I didn't think it was bad, but I don't know if I was incentivized enough to do it again. Maybe I should just leave it. It doesn't fit that well. See how this looks. That looks dinky as fuck. I don't like that. We're gonna stick with this. And then for the fancy fiery parts, I don't know what we're going to do. Ah. Oh. Oh my god, soulmate, wait, soul for head? Soul? The soulmates have arrived? Oh, thank you for the raid, soul. Oh, you're playing Omori. I see. Hi Raiders, I'm Sonata, I'm a coelacanth. I'm just fucking around. We were talking about interesting food. We've just been chatting all evening. Yeah. We've just been talking all evening. And now I'm trying to draw a miniature version of this axe. It's been pretty uneventful. Yeah. Sussy raid. Beautiful. You guys flatter me. me deserving. Am I deserving of the most sussy raid ever? We got blessed with a fish sneeze. Oh, trust me, my allergies are at like peak right now. I'll swap the game to art. I mean, we're still talking. I don't think this counts as art, to be honest. This isn't that big. I think just chatting suits us just fine. How do I want to render this area? Probably something similar as I'll just do this. I don't want it to be that big or detailed or whatever. Actually, no, that looks bad. Yeah. Yeah. I don't want it to look that big or fancy, so... That looks uglier than I last did it. I'm kind of upset now I have to redo the entire thing. Ah. Is it an axe from FF14? Yes, it is Suzaku's axe. It's not the flame-kissed one because it has no fancy particle effects, but that's okay. Okay, let's actually just start warping this instead, because drawing curves the way I want them to appear is really hard. Warp. Just kidding, it just made her look worse. Oh, I thought it looked familiar. Yeah, my warrior actually uses that Axis Glim. Yeah, I just made a new wall who's using this. At least the particle version, but I'm not drawing the particles. That's a no. So I was like, why not make a cute version of this? This is not off the same. Give her some scoliosis, I say. This looks bad and wrong. It's literally in the wrong angle. Bye-bye. So the curve here makes it really I'm trying to make a simplified version of this, like a cute version, like for a chibi, so... That'll do. That's fine. Could probably make this dip even more extreme, huh? Yeet, yeet, yeet. There we go. Okay, that's about as detailed as I want to make it. I don't want to make it that detailed, to be frank. There we go. Let's do a funny little... Nah, let's not do that. That doesn't make sense in context of this thing. I say that's good. Oh, wow, people are heading out? Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, you guys could eat. I'm probably gonna end soon anyway, so... Particles cost extra. Dude, I don't even want to think about how much Titania's new weapons cost right now. They're so painful. I like bought one, but ugh. Anyway. I have to probably clean up this design, huh? Okay. Well, here goes nothing. Maybe I should have my stabilizer on a little bit more. Is it streamlined? Yeah, it's streamlined. Let's open that up. Let's make that really, really streamlined. See if that helps us any. Okay. Well, I don't know if it helps, but it's certainly tangibly smoother. Yeah. Okay, hold on, let's... You know what? For the embroidery part, that looks fine. Yeah. Huh. Anyway. Oh, I guess the cat's out of the bag because I said it myself. Oh, what the? Oh, Dolan, thanks for the sub. Thanks for the resub, man. I hadn't said it out loud, but I'm thinking about trying to make this a teeny little plush. Like this weapon. I think it'd be fun to hold. Just like a little toy. How's this for clean up these little... How does this look when I turn off? Oh, fuck, it's so wobbly. Somebody Ooh, this looks bad. Hold on, let me do this, redo this part. It still looks bad. Oh, I could probably attempt to make a smooth line out of that. Hold on. Pink. Never mind, it still looks lumpy as all fuck. Sona merch when? I can't make it on my own. I'd have to have it manufactured. This one's just a personal little project. I would like to have my own merch, but I don't have the means to right now. I can't Yeah, I can't mass produce anything to sell. I'm sorry. It's in my overall goals though one day. So one day Sona merch will see the light of day, and that sardine plush that everyone's been asking for. That will be my first thing to aim for. You guys, I the links that I go through for my shoal. This good enough, I guess. Okay. Next. This bad boy. Yui. It's so ugly. This curve. Yui. Okay. Okay. This still looks bad. There we go. Getting there, I think. Ooh! Okay. A sonata automaton? A sona melodica? How would that even look? Hold on. So... you have the... Actually, here's what I think would be really good. Not a sonata melodica. But, so then, let me see. Where does the... So then you have the mouth hole... You have the tube, and you have the mouthpiece, right? Yeah, this is usually what it looks like. This is what a melodica looks like. And then you have... This is super uneven, but you guys get the gist of it. Oh, this is so unevenly spaced. Sorry. So let's just assume that we're... Okay, so we have a really shitty looking melodica right here. Do you know Rahi? Oh, God. How did Soken do it? Music stato, right? And then he goes like... Oh, Father's Pride is also really good because he uses automaton. And it's like... Except it's totally out of tune. This is my you'd buy this? You guys would buy this? This is a beautiful make. Perfection. What did his hair look like again? Perfection. I forgot. He needs his little heart. Anyway. Oh, this curve probably isn't gonna look that good. What the fuck happened here? Yeah, no. This is not it. Okay, time to do major reconstruction of this. Ah, didn't want to race into that. Boom, 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 boom. All right. I'll consider that enough for now. So this, and then automaton-wise, it's gonna look kind of horrifying. Where did the eyes go? Actually, it doesn't matter because I'm gonna be making this my own. Just a demented automaton. Just your own really fucked up little boy. There's my... Fuck. He's so scary. Yeah. Da, 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 da. Yeah. We can try to make it me themed instead. Hold on. Instead of Sonata, instead of Sardine, we can try Sonata. Hold on. Give me a sec. It's gonna look probably even more horrifying though, if I'm to be honest. Wait, let's give me a very... God. Give me a very personoid nose just to fuck people over. Oh god. Oh no. This is a big mistake. How you can't even play this. Your hand have to go around all this shit and it would not look good. Yeah, that's a mistake if I've ever seen one. Oh my god. We are saying farewell to... We're... I've seen enough. I'm gone. Farewell, you. This is really cursed and I do not condone this as merchandise, just so everyone knows. Yeah, this isn't good. Helios has been scared off. I don't even blame Helios. This is pretty unnerving. I do think the Sardine melodica is like not a bad idea though. Too bad I don't even know how I'd get a melodica started. I don't think many people will get this. Here we go. Let's... Bye-bye. Okay, all I needed was honestly just an outline of this weapon. Guess I can smooth this out a little more now that I have a less wobbly brush. Have my very soft Lalafell proof weapon. You'd still buy it? Oh, thanks, Helios. This will probably do. I just need to... Okay. Let's clean out the edges. This should be good. Hopefully if I take it off the sketch, it won't look, you know, fucking horrid. Oh shit. Da, 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 da. Yeah, da, 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 da. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, da, 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 da. Ah, fuck. Ah. Okay. 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 Ah. Okay. 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 No. 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 Okay. Okay, let's turn off the... That's not bad. That's a pretty okay template to use, I think. Boom. Do 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 da 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 da. Okay, and then we're just gonna use a straight edge for this. So I really don't want to fuck it up. Wait, what did the base look like? Not like that. I'm not doing that. That is a no siree for that. Oh fuck, that was way too big. Okay. Alright. Okay. My model looks down a bunch because when I draw, I'm like drawing on my tablet on my lap, so you'll have to forgive me for that. But I'm sure you guys figured that out already. Alright, there we go. There's my little thing. Wait, shit, I didn't want to do that. Did not want to do that. Okay. Bing, 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 ding, 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 ding. Alright, there we go. That's it. Alright. I'm gonna call it a night for you guys. Ugh. Oh. Let's see. Honestly, oh. I am very tired. I don't know if I have the energy to raid, guys. Can we go without for night? I'm feeling pretty like shit anyway, so I'm feeling awful. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Yeah, I'll post an update, but I don't think it'd be healthy for me to stream like this for the rest of the week because I'm like, look at me. I'm a disaster. I'm a mess. So I'll post an update based on how it goes if I recover any at all, but I don't think much will be happening. But good night for now. Thanks for coming, guys.